Oof. It's a heavy boy. Hi. We're doing Corvette stuff again. My name is Sam, and this is Skelly's Garage, and Alex! And this is Alex. This is his Corvette.
Hi.
Oh, that's not a comfortable position.
There's no comfortable positions
with this car. There's no I'm still a little traumatized from having to do spark plugs, but thankfully we don't have to worry about that again. How are you feeling?
A little sleepy. Could use another coffee.
All right, good. We're going to do yet more maintenance on your vehicle today.
That is correct.
First things first, this hood is kind of heavy to lift up. The good news is that that's pretty easily fixed with that.
New hood shocks.
Good stuff. Now we just have to figure out how to put them on.
They go there and there.
You already figured it out. I don't know, what am I even doing here? All right.
Hi, camera. Wow, that was easy.
Get the other one too. There's 2 cotter pins.
I know. I just wanted to get this washer before it got lost. This is how much helping force this shock was giving us.
In a word, none.
Yep.
All right, well.
Glad we're doing this.
Alex has attached one part of the shock and inserted the, I think it's called a cotter pin, right? You need help?
Yeah, a little bit.
There we go.
Can you, keep it all the way up. Yeah, this one's already on, so let's just get this pin in.
All right.
Okay. That one's on.
All right, ready?
Do you want me to see if I can just finagle it on while you push up? Okay.
Oh.
Just when you take it out, careful not to push too far because it'll scratch the front of against the bumper. Lift up a little bit more, a little bit more. Got it.
Washer, pin.
That'll hold.
All right.
Let me see where that nut went. Oh, look, more mouse shit.
Sick.
Oh shit! Is that live? No, there's a dead mouse in there.
I don't think
the mouse
camera
trap
caught that. Oh man, that's tragic.
Well, that was in the wheel well.
Oh man, that's so close to my face.
Is that it right there?
Nice.
It was in a pile of mouse shit.
Great.
Nice.
That's actually perfectly aligned with the ghost marks.
Let's try lowering it. Wow. So much lighter. Still heavy when it's down here.
Yeah.
Which it's supposed to be, so that...
Mm-hmm. Nice. Job done.
See how hard lifting it is now. Much easier than it was before. Especially up here.
Yeah.
It's still heavy down there, but this is where the shocks are doing the work.
Lovely. All right, Alex, tell the nice people what you're doing.
We're gonna put a new distributor cap and rotor, which goes here, underneath this thing. And first we're gonna disconnect the battery so that we don't zap ourselves. Although we really shouldn't zap ourselves because as long as the engine's not spinning, there's not gonna be any zappies coming out of there. Here is where the cap and rotor live, under this little hat.
We're gonna need some small boys.
2, 7, 1, 8, 4, and 3. Such high quality labels. That's the cap that we're replacing? Oh no, that's
literally just the cover.
Okay, I pulled one out. So this side and this side, and then you can pull the whole thing off.
Nice, well done. These feel like they are not metric. 7 doesn't fit. And 6 is too small. It's 1/4 inch.
It's 1/4 inch?
We're using inch stuff. These look like wood screws. Look at that.
Yeah, they are. They use those all over the place on this car.
Now I think it's these 4 bolts that are around the outside of the distributor.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Are they also 1/4 inch? They are.
Nice.
There we go. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to replace this guy. Why? I just work here. You'll see that this has some pretty, like it's not crazy, but you can definitely see that there's a bit of corrosion there. Whereas on the new one, it's brand new and clean.
Okay.
So we need to put this spring into here. that insulator. So this is from the old one. And keep in mind, I only have a very rough and approximate idea of what we're doing, but we have our insulator in place. We have this, that dingus.
What are you torquing it to, Sam?
Until tight. It's a destructive screw, so it's not.
Is it 1 Ugga or 2 Ugga?
It's none.
It's 0 Ugga.
It's 0 Ugga. There we go. I feel good about that. Let's put this back into the car.
Cool. Where are we going with the Sam? A big secret. We're telling about anyone. Oh yeah. Oh no.
To prevent you from having to try to feed screws into this while it's all the way in the back of there, they've actually done something clever. They've made a way for you to feed screws into it ahead of time, and then it holds onto them. That is a surprisingly clever and useful thing that I wish our Bavarian friends would take note on. But no, unfortunately this is not possible, because then you might not get the correct screw torques. And now we have to do these two annoying ones. See, what if we do this?
Yeah. Think about it. Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I just don't like it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Why you put the labels on after the wires?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it be. Okay.
It doesn't make any sense.
Give me back the label. I need to see.
Alex is reassembling or reattaching the spark plug wires, and I'm helping with oversight.
Emotional support.
Exactly.
It's the final spark plug.
Wire.
Well, I mean, technically the spark plug is getting connected.
Via the spark plug wire.
Exactly. But my song was about the spark plugs experience, all right?
All right, we're gonna try to start this now. See if we've failed. Let's see, Alex. Will it start? It starts!
Cool.
You look like a proper service chap with your Dickies suit. I gotta get me one of these, honestly.
Dude, you do. They're great. I love it. They have pockets, and they also have access to your
actual pocket.
Actual pockets.
Amazing. So we both have things to do for the rest of the day today. So in a few days for us, but just a few seconds for you, we're gonna reconvene and do more stuff.
See you in 3, 2, 1.
I have no idea if that transition worked. What do you think? All right, anyway, it's been a couple of days for us, but a couple of seconds for you. And we're back. So what do we need to do today?
Do the rear shocks. We need to change some liquids and filters. Oh, and also I did have the air pump come in the mail.
Oh, sick. Maybe that'll be easy.
Yeah, it looks easy.
All right, let's do it. Let's take the necessary precautions. So let's have a look. That's the shock that we're going to replace. But we also want to take a look at the brakes here. The rotors are good. You can't really feel the lip here. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the pads they're about half done, I'd say.
Okay. How do you tell if they're half done?
How much space is between the end of the backing plate here and the start of the caliper? When the pads are new, they're basically
it's like 4 millimeters, right?
No, they're up against one another. Right now they're not. You see how there's space here?
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Let's have a looky-loo.
Got it.
All right, so we take off this bolt that goes through the frame side. This is actually, I don't like the way that this was put on. We're going to put it on backwards. And for my viewers, this is going to be a rehash. The way that this sat in the car was like this, with the bolt head facing away from the direction of travel. The reason I'm going to put it in, probably if it's possible, the opposite way, is because imagine a scenario where, due to vibrations or something, this nut comes off. If the nut comes off and the bolt is in this way, it's going to keep the suspension in. And you'll hear, it'll act different, and it will alert you that something is wrong. If it's this way and the nut comes loose, this is coming out first because of just like the vehicle's direction of travel is that.
Direction of travel. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're putting in longitudinal bolts, the bolt head should go that way.
Got it.
All right. Now we need. We might need that
18.
21. Nice. When you put it in, the car goes here, and then there's a washer, and then there's another nut. Let's have a look and see how this shock performs.
Wow, so compressible. Much wow.
Yeah, this is pretty toast.
I will tell the viewers, driving around with completely toasted shocks in Boston it's a ride.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It is so bad that I often feel that I arrive at my destination 2 to 3 inches shorter than when I left.
So, when you take the shocks out of the Corvette, you'll see that this part will come with it. This is actually something that you will reuse. And the way that you take it off is you take an impact, not like a socket or a drill. You need an impact, something that operates via hammers, because it needs to be shocked free, and you unbolt it. You have a nut, a washer, and then this dingus comes out entirely. Now, have a look. Not only did this shock die in terms of like its dampening capacity, all these bushings are completely toast too. So this definitely merited replacement. I, again, don't know anything about this brand, and this looks like a really, really old piece of kit.
Piece of trash.
Welcome to the little workbench. This is a little shock, so we don't need a big workbench. The shock in the Corvette sits like this. On the bottom side, it's connected with this complex
Bolt spacer thing.
bolt spacer thing is the technical term. We need to make sure that when we put this back on the car, this is attached to that.
I'm gonna cut the little strap, keeping this compressed. And you missed. Aha.
Nice. Now we need to find out the torque spec for this, and then we'll continue on in our merry way. Yeah, see, they made it hard for you to do it wrong, and the person still did it.
I put
Love
the
it.
bolt in from the wrong side.
Fucking get out of here. I can't fucking believe that, dude. Like, it's so much harder to put it in wrong.
Yep.
And they still did it.
Oh yeah. It's not even a flesh wound.
Yeah. Alex, I'm gonna need you to do the cut. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Yes!
Oh my god.
That was so much better.
That was smooth as shit, dude.
All the time we spent getting that bolt out was given back to us putting it in.
That was incredible. Well, that was a lot simpler on this side. And more annoying also.
Yep.
Which is good. So many hands. Many hands make short work.
Okay. Fire in the hole.
I'm gonna put it on the ramps. That's a lot closer to the garage than I thought it was gonna be. There we go.
Nice.
Oh my god. And I already did these. That was easy. All right, I'm gonna move the car off the lift, or the stands.
Okay.
Ramps.
Ramps.
That's it. That wasn't very fun. Why isn't it fun? It's supposed to be fun. We're working on a classic American V8 coupe with a targa top.
Americans don't call it a coupe. We call it a coupe.
Coupe. Anyway, we got the shocks done, and there are still other things that we want to do. However, I am dirty, tired, and sweaty.
And I have to catch a flight.
Yeah, so we're going to do the thing again where it's going to be a few days for us, but just a few seconds for you. But you can do the snap this time.
Did I snap? I think I did.
I don't know, man. Look, it doesn't even matter. Look, so here's the thing, right? So we were here
2 months ago?
2 months ago. Yeah, it's been a really busy 2 months, but we still need to finish the stuff on the Corvette.
Ah.
So what do you want to do the smog pump first?
Yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be quick.
All right, we're gonna do the smog pump.
They say confidently.
Wait, can you say that once more for the camera?
It's gonna be quick.
Yes. All right, so this is a new. This is awfully light. Huh.
Well,
Okay. Well, this is
Air,
the new.
it only pushes air. Air is really light.
Yeah. This. So does the engine. It's an air pump.
The
Anyway,
engine
this
pushes
is the
car,
new-
not air. Come on, Sam.
I can't argue with that logic. Fine. Anyway, this is the smog pump that we're going to replace. And recall that this one has a bad bearing. Let's take off the pulley first. Okay, so here is the smog pump. There's a few bolts that hold it in place. We're just gonna
Take them all out.
yeet them off and see what happens.
Oh, there goes the gasket.
Well, sorry.
It's okay. I'll go get gasket paper. You want to try to get the remnants of it?
Well, there's been a complication. These are the two air pumps. This is the one that came off the engine. This is the one that was the alleged replacement. The problem is that their lengths are different, which means that if we install this one, which appears to be definitely installable, where it's going to stick out on the pulley will probably not be in line with the rest of the accessory belt system, which, you know, not good. I'd even venture to say bad.
There's been an uncomplication. It comes off.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, like this thing isn't even threaded. It's literally just a spacer.
I get to say a phrase that I don't usually do on this channel. There has been an uncomplication. It turns out that this part actually comes off. Anyway, the next step for us is to make a new gasket. So we're gonna just take this hose clamp off. Okay, so just gonna clean this part real quick. This is the part that's connected to the air hose that goes into the smog pump. Because the old gasket, well, the old gasket died through no fault of anybody. We're gonna make a new gasket. So the way that you do that, Alex will demonstrate because I've actually never done this before.
You just trace, like your classic third grade crafts project. You cut shapes out of paper
That's incredible.
using whatever tools. They sell gasket paper at AutoZone, but people have been known to use cereal boxes. Tricks of the moped arts. So when you trace the holes, they come out a little smaller.
Yeah.
And you definitely want the holes to be greater than or equal to. So just keep that in mind when you're cutting it. I'm cutting bigger than what I traced. And now I'm just tracing it. And you do want to make sure you get that outer pattern for the full airflow.
I'm gonna tell people you free-handed this. This is cool though.
What, cutting gaskets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you just always buy whatever gasket you need?
I mean, yes. Bit of the old roll your own mentality, eh? That's good. All right, I'm gonna go put this in. Reattaching the elbow to the hose.
Shout out to Marvelous Parts of Oregon, who rebuild smog pumps.
Not affiliated.
No, but I contacted them, modified one to work, and shipped it out to me, and I'm sending him back a core return. So thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. That one goes through there.
Yep.
Do you remember when we made extensive modifications to my BMW's alternator?
Yes.
Do you ever wonder whether that worked?
Did it work?
No. The idea was good, the execution was not. Hang on, I want to tighten this
I'm
up.
not actually 100% certain that the idea was good.
I was trying to make do with what I had.
Bad ideas?
God damn it. I'm not the one with the 1986 Chevy Corvette in my driveway. My car from 1986 is a Porsche.
And it's non-functional in your garage.
And it has half the cylinders and half the displacement.
Mm-hmm. Half the fun.
Well, significantly less than half the fun because mine
Because it
doesn't
doesn't
start.
work.
I think we're good. Let's put the serpentine belt back on. Ready? Yes.
Okay.
Good. All right. That was really not that bad.
That was not that bad.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a real complication.
Yeah. I mean, there was a small complication, but it was not real. Nice.
Should we try starting it and see what it sounds like?
Yeah. The sound is gone.
Yeah, the sound is gone.
Cool.
That's great.
We did it.
We did it.
All right, turn it off.
Now it was time to do the fuel filter.
All right, fire in the hole. This isn't my jack, right?
This is mine.
Okay. My jack is a fucking killer. All right.
See, and you want me to trust my life to this thing?
Why not?
Sam, why don't you tell the nice people what we're doing?
Okay, so we are going to be replacing now the fuel filter, which means that we might get some fuel going in various places. And to avoid such a thing, we're going to pull the fuse for the fuel pump and then run the engine until it don't run no more.
Oops, there it goes. Did it already die? It's not going to pull all the fuel out.
The first step to replacing any fuel filter
Is to pose.
is to pose like one of your French girls. So there are these two flare fittings. Oh, this really isn't torqued on very strongly at all. That one is free. There's a strap here. That feels 10 millimeters. Ah, gross.
Oh, look at all that gas. You know what that smells like?
Gas.
Gas.
There is no code, no date, nothing on this. This looks like an AutoZone special. It's completely like brand free. I have to say this is an easier fuel filter to install than the one that I did on FAF. So that's cool. I'm not upset about that at all. Step Corvette, what are you doing? Honestly, this is another one of those cases that I have to give it to you. The General did pretty well on this.
Yeah,
In order to replace the fuel filter on my 540i, I was forced to first cause several thousands of dollars worth of damage to the rocker panels
Oh, God.
because I used a bad jack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Remember that time where Sam said never use the locking spanner wrench?
I'm not using it to tighten anything. I'm using it to hold this in place.
Now observe as Sam uses the locking spanner wrench.
Shut up! All right. Great. New fuel filter, done.
That was great.
Okay. We did the distributor earlier in this episode, but there's been a few kind of weird things, so we want to check out and see what's going on here and make sure that we did everything correctly. So, let's do that.
This is the connectors in question, one of which is held together by electrical tape.
Oh. Do you think that might be the issue?
This is something that's electrical taped. Like the clip is broken,
Yeah.
so it tends to want to slip off of the blade, and so it's electrical tape to this one, but poorly.
You want to try to wire that up again?
Yeah, that one just goes like that. So this, I think rather than just taping around the edges, let's actually tape it up this time. Or like maybe take a zip tie.
Yeah, zip tie is probably good. Some point down the line, we could probably buy another one of those connectors and rewire it in. That would be the long-term fix, but...
Thing to do. But right now,
let me get you a zip tie.
what are we gonna do?
I'm doing strictly nothing on this one because I don't want to be held to account. So
This seems like a solid connection right now.
okay.
That ain't going nowhere. Make sure all spark plugs are firmly attached. You want to check that side's spark plugs?
Of course, I got the shitty side.
Oh, look.
All right, these are good. Did we really show up on one day and
Just do everything?
and like set a scope and then do it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we did. This is what old age is.
How can we do this? And I'm like not even.
If you want, we can grow the scope.
No, I'm not like even like terrorized or just like at the end of my wits. All right, Alex.
Yes.
I know that this is the second day of our recording for this episode, but I do just want to say that I'm very pleased with the fact that we came today and had a specific scope set out, and we did it. Look at this custom thing that Alex made. Oh, your handbrake was off.
Yep. That happens.
Is that first?
Careful with bad visibility.
fucking shifting a fucking stick in a
Yeah.
barrel of rocks.
Do you think it's supposed to be like that?
No.
No, like in the esoteric sense, or no, in like there's something wrong with my transmission sense? In like the esoteric, why does GM do this to us? Like,
Okay, it could be either, but I don't know.
I've driven 2 1986 Corvettes in my life, and they both felt like you were shifting in a bucket of rocks.
I mean, I'm sure you could find a way to make it better. Did you replace the transmission fluid without me?
Yes. Well, I had my mechanic do it.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, messy work that's way easier done on a lift because you need to have both sides lifted up to crawl under in the middle of it.
Yeah. No, this is great. I mean, honestly, even without it being, you know, hot as heck outside and the sun shining, like it's still pleasant to drive. It's it's a little bit more.
Let's see, is this your first ride with the top on?
No, certainly not. Because when I had it
We borrowed it, yeah.
when I borrowed it, it was raining
Right.
basically all weekend. This is such a better driving experience than it was before we changed the shocks.
It really is.
You have half of a tank of gas and it's saying that your range is 38 miles?
Because it says the average mile per gallon is 8.6 because everything got reset and we were idling in the driveway for a bit.
Third gear, please.
Yeah, how's that bucket of rocks doing?
I mean, it's fine. Can I take it on the highway real quick?
Yeah, go for it. What was I going to look up the weight?
Yeah. So, have to drive different. Alright.
I'd like to learn how to drift.
Well, there are many opportunities to do so.
I mean, just like at night on some particular side streets, or
No, there are places that you can go to. There are school experiences that you can pay for, and they will teach you how to drift.
I'm actually pretty down for that.
Well, what do you
There's
think,
my
Alex?
friendly neighborhood mechanic.
Is it
Well, seems good to me.
seems? I mean,
How is it? Is the power any different with the fuel filter?
It feels a little bit better. Like, I honestly,
I really wonder if the fuel filter was causing issues because the hard start could definitely be caused by a clogged fuel filter. And this car had 500 miles over 10 years before I owned it. So God knows what kind of gas was in there when I drove it home.
I mean, the gas that came out of the filter was black. All right, so we're back in Alex's driveway, and I guess the real question is, how do you feel, Alex? Are you satisfied with what we've been able to accomplish?
I always feel satisfied.
Man, what's that like? But, I mean, as far as the things that we set out to do to bring your Corvette to, quote-unquote, to spec,
Yes.
I think we did it.
I'm quite happy. I'm going to loan the car out to my brother for a bit, and, well, now I feel a little happier that it doesn't have to be loaned out with a socket set.
Yeah, there's no check engine light anymore. The car seems to run better now. I mean, obviously putting in the new distributor and then tightening it up so that it actually has a consistent connection is good. The shocks obviously is a major improvement. So I think that's going to wrap it for this episode. Down the line, we'll probably make another episode. Alex put in this tablet, which you just saw on the other view. But there are a few other things that he wants to do here, I think, and
Rear view camera, hidden wire going to the back.
Exactly. So we'll probably make another video or two about that kind of thing. But as far as the technical, mechanical stuff that, you know, this channel is usually about, I think we're probably done with that. So with that said,
Ciao.
ciao. Yeah. Well, there's more. We have to say thank you to the nice people who are watching. We have to say thank you to the nice patrons who support this channel financially, and invite the nice people to follow this channel on Instagram at Skelly's Garage.
Sabachka Skelly's Garage.
Exactly. Also, suggest that, you know, if you are interested in buying merch like this shirt that says Skelly's Garage, we also have stickers and other things, and also apparently I speak in the royal we. If you wanna buy stuff, that's cool. I'd certainly appreciate it. I think that's about it though. So thank you very much for tuning in, and yeah,
Ciao.
ciao. See you next time.